My name is Elijah Bryant, and for the last decade, I've been working relentlessly to uncover the recipe for peak performance in all aspects of life. And in this video, I'll be giving you the same 4-part operating system I've used to evolve myself and over 500 men and women into the strongest, leanest, and most confident selves, all without sacrificing their other meaningful goals they have in life. See, I was always told growing up that if you want to be successful, you don't have time to go to the gym and make your health a priority. And I just knew that had to be bullshit. You see, I wanted to look incredible, perform like an athlete, but also have time to build a business and work towards other meaningful goals. As a matter of fact, I found that when we improve ourselves physically, the other goals like business and relationship goals, those improve as a side effect. But I have to be honest, it took me a while to figure this out. For 3 years, I built my business at the cost of my body, or I would build my body at the cost of my career. I really struggled to find this balance between these two huge, meaningful goals I had in my life. Until eventually I just said, that's it. I'm done trying to balance these two goals. I have to choose. So of course I did what 99% of people do, and I quit trying to be in impeccable shape and I focused solely on my career. And over a 6-month time frame, I'd made more money than I ever had. I bought my dream car, moved to my favorite city, and I even saved up some money for a rainy day. On the outside, it looked like I was doing all right. Business was booming and I was in decent shape, but inside, I was dying. You see, I'd already seen what my body was capable of, and settling for a lesser version of myself was killing me. The money, the career, it all meant nothing to me if it came at the cost of my confidence. So I decided to give my ideal life one last go, and I'm glad I did because after several years of trial and error, I eventually cracked the code. And I'm assuming if you're watching this, you too want to unlock your highest potential and build yourself into a leaner, stronger, and healthier human. 99% of people begin this fitness thing and they'll make some progress, they'll fall off, and they'll start over, and they just repeat this cycle over and over and over again until eventually they just give up and they settle for a mediocre existence. But you do not have to settle for average. So today I'm going to be giving you the 4 elements that I help install into all of my clients' lifestyle to help them achieve their fitness goals once and for all. These 4 elements combine to create what I call your peak performance operating system. And if you have 2 to 3 of these things, you can build a decent physique, but I'm assuming if you're here, you don't want to settle for average. You're here because you want to be exceptional. That's why I created EVOLVE OS. Over an 8-week launch period, you will have installed your own peak performance operating system to get in the best shape of your life and maintain it forever. So the first element is efficient training using AI. With the help of myself and artificial intelligence, you'll build a training plan that flows most congruently with your lifestyle and yields the best results obtainable. With that, you'll learn how to use AI to build a system that evolves with you so you never plateau. The people in this cohort follow a personalized program that takes into account how much time they have, their experience level, their access to equipment, and when they actually want to achieve this goal they have. Now, to ensure consistent improvement, you'll need a way to measure your progress, which I'll get into later. Because frankly, the efficient training program is the first step, but it's worthless if you aren't fueling your body properly. Which leads me to element 2. Simplistic nutrition. When you first had the idea of getting in shape, the first thing you did was go to the gym, and that is the right place to begin. But when you start putting thought into your eating habits, you're breaking to an even higher level in your potential. The majority of people I meet have no idea where to begin when it comes to nutrition. They've listened to their physician, who gets paid to keep them in their office, tell them what to eat. Or maybe they decide to become overnight chefs and cook these beautiful, healthy meals every single night until eventually they get overwhelmed and they quit on their diet. In EVOLVE OS, we simplify nutrition. In week 1, you'll have access to my personal cookbook and have it tailored to your exact needs so you aren't playing the guessing game trying to decide what you should or should not eat. By the end of week 2, you know exactly what you need to eat on a daily basis to make progress towards your goals. And you'll have a system that keeps you on track while traveling or when life just throws you a curveball. And the truth is, life is gonna throw you a curveball from time to time, and you'll lose motivation and you'll wanna give up, which is why the 3rd element is so important here. That being environmental accountability. Having a network that squeezes the most out of your potential is crucial if you want to level up. You need to be in an interactive community that challenges you and pushes you every single day to reach your peak. And that's why in EVOLVE OS, I host weekly group live meetings where I'm priming your mind for peak performance before heading into the week. And at least once throughout the 8 weeks, you have the opportunity to meet with me one-on-one for personal coaching. If you truly want to make a change and see how much better life is when you're operating at your peak performance, you have to surround yourself with winners. Many people could achieve great results with the first 2 elements alone, but without a circle that elevates you, it's nearly impossible to keep showing up when times get tough. Now, for the 4th and final element of your peak performance operating system, to ensure that you are unstoppable in your pursuit to your highest potential, you must make time for element 4, internal reflection. You have to make time to dissect your mind and figure out what truly drives you, and spend time with yourself to uncover the blind spots you have holding you back. You have to keep your goals, your habits, your tasks, your daily things you have to do top of mind. And you need a way to measure your progress towards these things and check things off the list as you do complete your day. I use a series of protocols like my personal Notion dashboard that tracks all of my goals, tasks, habits, and my nightly 3-2-1 reflection journal, and some AI prompts I've used to break down my ideal life so I'm able to perform with more clarity, all of which I share with the members inside EVOLVE OS. It's crazy to me because the majority of people I speak with who are trying to improve themselves have never even attempted to understand their own mind and their own human nature. If there was only one thing, one tool I could give you to make an everlasting change in your body, your mindset, and your life in general, it would be internal reflection. Now, if you can install all 4 of these elements and create your own peak performance operating system, there it is. You have it. I just gave you the roadmap. If you digested everything I just said, feel free to go at this yourself. But if you want to ensure results and gain access to a community, to an environment that forces you to grow, I'd encourage you to apply to join the next EVOLVE OS cohort. Now, to be certain that I can give my full attention to each and every member who joins, I only allow 30 people into each cohort. So if you want to secure your spot and you're ready to make a true long life, long-term change from the inside out, click the link below this video or somewhere around and apply to join the next cohort. If you're accepted, you'll be added to the waiting list and be one of the first people that are notified when enrollment opens up. So if you're ready to become a peak performer and unlock your highest potential in your body and your mind in all aspects of your life, click the link somewhere around this video, apply to join the next cohort, and I hope I see you on the inside.